Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Yogesh Borse and today we will discuss about the destructive testing. First one is the Brinell test method. This is the diagram which shows the Brinell test setup. Brinell hardness test. All Brinell tests use a carbide ball indenter. The test procedure is as follows. The indenter is pressed into the sample by an accurately controlled test force. This is the machine on which a indenter is attached over here, and this indenter is controlled by the test force. This is the test force applied, that is force is what? Applied load, that is P, is applied over the indenter, and this is the material on which this indenter force is applied. And capital D is the diameter of the indenter and small d is the indentation diameter which is formed after applying a force or removing a force on the material. The force is maintained for a specific dwell time, that is normally 10 to 15 seconds. When this load or a force applied on this indenter, which is applied for a specific dwell time, that is 10 to 15 seconds. After the dwell time is complete, the indenter is removed, leaving a round indent in the sample, and the size of the indent is determined optically by measuring two diagonals of the round indent using either a portable microscope or one that is integrated with the load application device. And the Brinell hardness number is a function of the test force divided by the curved surface area of the indent. The indentation is considered to be a spherical with a radius equal to half the diameter of the ball, and the average of the two diagonals is used in following formula to calculate the Brinell hardness number. This is the formula to calculate the Brinell hardness number, and P is the applied load on the indenter, which is a ball shape, divided by pi d. Capital D is the diameter of the indenter, and here is the small d. Small d is the indentation diameter. By this formula we can easily calculate the Brinell hardness number. Next one is the Rockwell hardness test. The indenter moves down into the position of the part surface. This is the diamond indenter which is used in a Rockwell hardness test. A minor load is applied and a zero reference position is established. For a minor load, the load is what? A 10 kgf, and the major load is 60, 100 and 150 kgf. The major load is applied for a specified time period, that is also called as a dwell time, which is beyond 0, and the major load is released, leaving the minor load applied. What is happening after major and minor load? We can see the depth to which the indenter is forced by a minor load. This is the depth obtained by applying a minor load, and this is the depth obtained by applying a major load. And the increment in a depth due to increment in the load is a linear measurement that forms the basis of Rockwell hardness tester readings. This is all about Rockwell hardness test, and this is the meaning of HRB and HRC in the Rockwell hardness test. For a soft material such as copper alloys, soft steel and aluminum alloys, 1/16 diameter steel ball is used with a 100 kg load, and hardness is read on the B scale. In a testing harder specimen, hard cast iron and many steel alloys, 120-degree diamond cone is used with up to 150 kg load, and hardness is read on the C scale. For a soft material we are using the B scale, and for a hard material, like these are the materials which I discussed, this is formed on a C scale. This is the difference in Rockwell scale, that is B scale and the C scale. There are several Rockwell scales other than the B and C scale, which are called the common scale. A properly reported Rockwell values will have the hardness number followed by a HR and the scale letter. For example, 50 HRB indicates that the material has a hardness reading of 50 on a B scale. Similarly for HRC, let it be for 50 HRC, hardness reading of hardness Rockwell for C scale. So this is all about the B scale and the C scale and meaning of HRB and the HRC. The next one is the Vickers hardness test. The Vickers hardness test is a static hardness test method used for both Macro and micro testing. It is an optical method of testing where the size of the indentation left by indenter is measured to determine the hardness values of a test specimen. There are certain equipment required for this test, that is Vickers hardness tester and the pyramid indenter. This is the pyramid indenter and the angle is 136 degree pyramid cone, and D1 is the one diagonal and D2 is the other diagonal. The theory and principle of the test. The penetrator to be used consists of four-sided diamond pyramid and the angle of which is 136 degree between the sides facing each other. The load stage most frequently used is 10 kg, 30 kg and 60 kg. The depth of the specimen should not be less than 1.5 times the diagonal of the impression. The distance between the center of the impression and the edge of the adjacent impression or edge of the specimen should be at least 3 times the diagonal of the impression. Surface preparation for the Vickers hardness test. Before placing the sample material in the micro hardness testing machine, it must be ensured that it is correctly prepared. The required surface condition for the Vickers hardness test depends on the load to be used. And for a micro hardness testing, the load applied must be higher than 1 kgf and surface should be a ground. For a micro hardness testing, the load applied must be below or equal to 1 kgf and the surface should be mechanically polished or electro polish. Test procedure. First point, set the machine to the required stage of the test load and the dwell time. Place the specimen carefully on the testing table. Bring the object to the set position. Turn the hand wheel slowly in clockwise direction so that the specimen gets focus on the front skin sharply. Now bring the inventor to the set position and turn on the loading, dwell and unloading cycle. Bring the object back to the set position. Then the indentation is now projected on the front focusing screen. Measure the diagonals along both the axes of the impression and record them. This is the diagram which shows the Vickers hardness testing. This is the tester for the Vickers hardness test, and F is the load applied which is in kgf. D is the arithmetic mean of the two diagonals D1 and D2 in mm. This is the formula to calculate the Vickers hardness HV which is equal to 2f sine of 136 divided by 2. This is the pyramid diamond shaped cone angle. This is 136 degree between the opposite faces, divided by d square. D is the arithmetic mean of the two diagonals, and this HV is equal to 1.854 f upon d square. This is the approximate formula to calculate the Vickers hardness number. So this is all about the destructive testing. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. Thank you.